Welcome back to Wikilert.
Today, we're turning our focus to a moment that tested the resilience of one of Sri Lanka's most transformative figures, Anura Kumara Dissanayake, the Marxist firebrand who rose from rural roots to become the country's president. On a fateful day in 2014, a road accident in Ratnapura could have silenced his voice, but instead, it became a chapter in his remarkable journey, a journey marked by struggle, survival, and an unyielding commitment to change. Picture a man, then a fiery opposition leader, driving through the winding roads of Sri Lanka's heartland, only to face a split-second collision that landed him in a hospital bed. It's a story that resonates deeply, especially in a nation where road accidents claim thousands of lives each year. Let's unpack this emotional moment, explore its impact on Disanayake's life, and reflect on what it tells us about his leadership and Sri Lanka's challenges. To understand the weight of this accident, we need to know the man at its center. Anura Kumara Dissanayake, born in 1968 in the village of Galawella, grew up surrounded by paddy fields and irrigation tanks in Thambuttagama, a rural corner of Sri Lanka's north central province. His father was an agricultural worker turned office aide, his mother a homemaker, and their modest life shaped a young boy who saw poverty's sting firsthand. As a child, he sold candy on trains to earn extra money, hiding from teachers to avoid embarrassment. Yet, his sharp mind carried him to the University of Peradeniya, the first from his village to make it there. It was the 1980s, a turbulent time, and Dissanayake found his calling in the Janatha Vimukti Peramuna, or JVP, a Marxist party with a history of armed uprisings. He joined its student wing, diving into clandestine activism during the violent crackdown on the JVP's 1987-89 rebellion. Forced underground, his family's home was torched, and he spent years in hiding, a testament to his grit even before he entered mainstream politics. By 2014, Dissanayake was a seasoned parliamentarian and the JVP's leader, a vocal critic of corruption and a champion for the working class. Known as AKD, his initials, he transformed the JVP from its rebel past into a parliamentary force, earning a reputation as a fearless orator. That year, while campaigning in Ratnapura, a lush district known for its gem mines and winding roads, disaster struck. His vehicle, driven by an aide, attempted to overtake another car on a busy road. In a catastrophic miscalculation, it collided head-on with a truck carrying sand. The impact was severe, sending Dissanayake to Ratnapura Hospital with injuries serious enough to require transfer to Colombo National Hospital. His driver was arrested for careless driving, a detail that underscored the human error behind the crash. Imagine the scene. A leader who'd survived political persecution, now fighting for his health in a hospital bed, his mission hanging in the balance. For supporters, it was a heart-stopping moment, a reminder of how fragile life can be. Disanayake's recovery was nothing short of miraculous. After treatment, he was discharged from Colombo National Hospital, and in a brief message shared online, he expressed gratitude for the outpouring of concern from supporters. The accident didn't just mark a physical recovery, it was a turning point that seemed to deepen his resolve. At the time, he was already a polarizing figure, rallying against Sri Lanka's entrenched elite while navigating the JVP's controversial past. The crash could have derailed his momentum, but instead, it humanized him. Fans on social media recalled his quiet strength, with one post on X years later noting how his survival felt like a sign he was destined for bigger things. And bigger things did come. Fast forward to 2024, and Dissanayake made history, winning Sri Lanka's presidency as the first leftist leader, riding a wave of public frustration after the 2022 economic crisis. His anti-corruption platform and promise of a clean political culture resonated with a nation desperate for change. The 2014 accident wasn't just a personal trial, it was a microcosm of a larger issue plaguing Sri Lanka. Road accidents are a national crisis, claiming thousands of lives annually. In 2025 alone, incidents like the tragic Kotmail bus crash on May 11 which killed 8 and injured over 30, prompted Dissanayake, now president, to call for stricter traffic laws and a Clean Sri Lanka initiative to boost driver awareness. He allocated funds from the President's Fund to support victims' families, offering 1 million rupees per deceased, a move that showed his empathy for those affected by such tragedies. The Kotmail crash, caused by a bus veering off the Nuwara Elia Gampola road, echoed the kind of reckless driving that led to his own accident years earlier. As president, he's vowed to tackle this epidemic, emphasizing sustainable strategies to make roads safer. It's a poignant parallel, a man who survived a crash now leading a nation to prevent them. What makes this story so compelling is how it reveals Disanayake's humanity. He's not just a politician, he's a survivor, someone who's faced danger and emerged stronger. His journey from a rural kid to a revolutionary student, from an opposition firebrand to Sri Lanka's president, is filled with moments of vulnerability and triumph. The 2014 accident could have been the end, but it became a chapter in his ascent. Fans on Reddit have shared how his recovery inspired them, with one user calling him a fighter who doesn't give up, whether it's politics or a hospital bed. His leadership today, overseeing a two-thirds parliamentary majority, negotiating with the IMF to stabilize Sri Lanka's economy, and fostering ties with India and China, reflects that same tenacity. During his 2024 visit to India, he assured Prime Minister Narendra Modi that Sri Lanka would never be used against India's interests, a diplomatic win that showed his pragmatism. Yet, it's his roots, his brush with mortality, that keep him grounded. The emotional weight of this story lies in its universality. We've all faced moments where life takes an unexpected turn, a crash, a loss, a setback. For Dissanayake, the Ratnapura accident was a reminder of life's fragility, but also its possibilities. It's a story that resonates beyond Sri Lanka, touching anyone who's ever fought to rise above adversity. As president, he carries the hopes of millions, many of whom see him as a beacon of change in a nation scarred by economic collapse and political corruption. His survival in 2014 wasn't just personal. It was a promise to keep fighting for those who feel unheard. The outpouring of support on X after his recovery, and again after his 2024 election, shows how deeply he connects with people, not as a distant leader, but as someone who's walked through fire and come out stronger. As we reflect on Anura Kumara Dissanayake's accident and the journey that followed, it's a reminder that leadership is forged in moments of trial. From a hospital bed in Colombo to the presidential office, his story is one of resilience, a testament to the power of second chances. It's also a call to action for all of us, to drive safer, to fight for justice, to believe in redemption. What do you think about AKD's journey? Have you been inspired by his rise, or do you have a story of overcoming your own challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Thank you for joining me in this emotional exploration of a leader's life and a nation's struggles. If this story moved you, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the moments that shape our world. Until next time, let's keep rooting for those who rise above.